Hi everyone. My time is usually set up like as 11, but the other speaker has some technical issue, so we cannot like switch. And let me just dive into it. Hello everyone, welcome. And my speech for today is Embark on your data science journey. Steps to prepare for a career in data science. My name is Disha An. Before we actually jump into the steps to the journey, I'd like to talk about myself. So I'm currently a senior data scientist at SalesLoft. SalesLoft is a sales engagement platform. You can consider it as in the company with their sales department, they use our software to help them sell better. And before that, I was applied data scientist at Shell. Shell is a regular oil and gas industry. You will see their gasoline station everywhere. And I started my career there in 2018 as a contractor. And before that, I got my Master of Science in Financial Engineering. And I specifically learning machine learning, deep learning in financial domain. And during that time, back to 2018, there there wasn't any like a data science type of a program at that time, but now it's like we have a bunch of them for the master degree and even for the bachelor degree. And before that, I got my Bachelor of Economics in Finance in China in 2015. And I'm currently living with my partner, with my two cats and a dog, Einstein, Matilda, and Noki. All right. This is enough about myself, and I'd like to dive into today's topic. So, when we think about the data science, I guess the majority of you guys will think of like first thing came to my mind will be math and statistics. And other than that, probably someone think about like computer science, and other people will think about domain knowledge. This is all that the different areas of the data science could cover. So the overlap between the computer science and the mathematics and the statistics is artificial intelligence. And understand there's AI hype started from last year about the generative AI, about the ChatGPT. But actually, before the hype started last year till now, AI is already developed a lot, has been developed a lot. For example, if you play the games, all that NPC actually developed by one algorithm called reinforcement learning, and that is a part of the artificial intelligence. And other things like machine learning, deep learning, all are part of artificial intelligence. And the overlap between the domain knowledge, math, statistics is traditional research. Even we call it traditional research, it's still very important in modern industry. For example, pharmaceutical industry, you have those pharmaceutical company trying to run different trials on test whether this medicine is effective or not, running the A/B testing and running the survival analysis. All those are traditional research, but it's still very crucial for the modern some pharmaceutical and other industries. The overlap between the computer science and the domain knowledge it is software development. Let's see, I used to go to the Amazon trying to searching for something and buying things. And Amazon is basically the perfect example here. The domain knowledge will be covered, will include something like logistic management, inventory management, and the software development tool you need to understand is you need the computer science to actually build in that website and the app in your phone, and also how to manage the database. Since you know that millions of billions of customers they visit the Amazon every day, and you need like a data trying to manage that. All right. So now we have a computer science, mathematics, statistics, and domain knowledge. Data science will cover all of them. Now, I'd like to run through them one by one, and hopefully you can understand how to prepare, what kind of like trainings you need to gain in order to start a career in data science domain. First, math and statistics. You need to learn something around the linear algebra, like matrices, vectors, calculus, gradient descent, normally we run that neural network, we need this math and the multivariate calculus, statistics, probability, distributions, statistical significance, Bayes' theorem, hypothesis testing, machine learning, deep learning, and the large language model, or we call it a generative AI. Majority of these courses you can actually learn when you are pursuing something like a bachelor in computer science, bachelor in mathematics, or probability. But some of the courses you probably don't really find like a good fit or like a courses you want to take to cover those topics. I highly recommend Coursera or other online platform. The screenshot in front of you is my, actually I took those courses, you can see it's back to like 2017, 2019 through the Coursera. For example, the courses I took, neural networks in deep learning, regression models, statistical inference. All right, so other than what you can learn from school, from college, you can definitely refer into Khan Academy. It's basically covered a lot of like basics about statistics, calculus, and always feel free to refer to that to gain the knowledge you want to learn from. And the Coursera, I would consider the Coursera as an intro level to the bachelor degree of courses. And Udemy basically a platform. Majority the experts from industry, they will bring up their ideas and knowledge and teach you the course. Those courses usually have industry level projects you can learn from. And edX, edX I would consider it as an advanced type of Coursera, because edX is like some courses directly getting from like the university level courses, and definitely referring to it. And if you want to advance your data science knowledge. All right. And there are also some like textbooks you can refer into. This is a book I have been reading. It's called An Introduction to Statistical Learning. This is one of, I believe, the fundamental textbook you need to refer to whenever you register any probabilistic or statistic course. And mathematics for machine learning. Once you choose a data scientist, you always have to have that learning mind. Even you graduate from schools for a couple of years, you definitely need to refreshing your memories about math, about machine learning for the data science. And of course, if you really want to keep up to date and gaining that most state-of-art technologies, please referring to the research papers. And the screenshot I have here is attention is all you need. This is one of the fundamental research papers for the generative AI. And some website you can refer to, for example, this archive website to download all that paper for free. And also the Science Direct includes lots of the research paper, and make sure that you keep up to date the what's going on with the AI world and with the data science world. All right, now we have a math. What about computer science? So the computer science, I would say the first and the most important thing is SQL. Stands for Structured Query Language. It's basically majority of the industry using this SQL language to store the data. And you need to write the SQL queries to query this data, combine the different table together to prepare the data you need to generate insights from. And another important programming language is Python or R, pick one, but I highly recommend Python. So Python is a programming language, and the majority of the data scientists using the Python to do their day-to-day work. My day-to-day programming language is Python. And other packages, for example, TensorFlow, PyTorch, scikit-learn, those packages are helped with the building machine learning and deep learning algorithms. All of them are written in Python. You can use the Python to refer into them and call them to use them for your projects and algorithms building. And the next one is natural language processing. Short form is NLP. So basically, once you get the text data, how to process them, what are their stems, and is there any pre-processing and post-processing for those text data to generate to the tokens and use that tokens to build the language model. And also extraction, transforming, loading. This is a process, in short form is ETL. Is once you get the data, you need to transform them and do the data wrangling to the format that you need in order to build the model or generate insights. And some packages like Pandas, NumPy are really helpful. And the data visualization, the tools like Matplotlib, Plotly, Seaborn, all of them are Python packages. And of course, if some industry or the companies, they have a Tableau and a Power BI, you can definitely use those two to visualize, basically based on the data trend, distributions, and generate insights, business insights from them. And once you have all that structured data, and some companies, they probably collect a very big data. Big data saying here is like more than terabytes data. The regular Python probably can't handle it anymore. You need to continue learning to understand Spark and Hadoop. And Python, they have a Python version of Spark, which is called PySpark, helping to dealing with those very big data. And also, like a majority of the companies start putting their data to the cloud. In some cloud platform, you also have some general ideas about it, like Google Cloud Platform, Microsoft Azure, and Amazon AWS. Another technology you need to know is Git. Git is a coding version control tool. And imagine that you're a data scientist. You need to collaborate with the data engineers, machine learning engineers, and they need to refer back to that specific version of your code. You guys need to use this Git to help do the version controls. All right. So other than the courses I mentioned before, for the coding specifically, I'd recommend the CodePen, HackerRank, and the LeetCode. So all of them is basically showing your tutorials and through your question and based on what you learned, trying to like a coding in their platform. This way you can get like a intuitive and interactive feedback loop when you're actually coding in their platform. That way you can improve your coding skills. And the LeetCode, I want to specifically point it out, people sharing their technical interview code there. So you can basically have that taste of how it looks like in the real world when you're actually applying for the job and doing that coding interview and how it feels like. And it covers data structures and algorithms. All right. For me personally, software engineer or data science, the software engineering or computer science is the area I need to put more effort on. And I highly recommend this book, which is I'm currently studying. It's a software engineer for data scientist. I'm trying to like gain that, continue to gain that knowledge and trying to make sure that whatever data scientist project they delivered is being easily to transfer to the product, and other software engineer can take it from there to add it to the software we're building. All right. I'd also cover the third part, which is state domain knowledge. Domain knowledge, by definition, is the general background knowledge of the field or environment to which the methods of data science are being applied. And I will throw you the 3 examples which I had experienced before. So I worked as an intern for the financial industry. So at least you should know what is a fraud detection, what algorithm trading is. You basically have that knowledge, and then you can pair your algorithm to that business questions or the problem you want to solve, and then figure out that the best solution for it. For oil gas industry, at least you need to know what is a predictive maintenance, and is there any way I can apply this algorithm or data science algorithm to solve the problem? At Shell, I want to give you the specific example. So what they do into their day-to-day life, they use the image progressing, trying to detect the worker didn't wear the helmet. So it's trying to like enhancing the safety during the day-to-day work at Shell. And the third domain, which is sales, I'm currently working for. So I need to understand what is the revenue prediction and what is the sales force. So because of those like domain knowledge, I can to know that how to implement my data science algorithm or skill set to solve the SalesLoft problems. All right, now we have a mathematics statistic background, and we have a computer science knowledge, and also I searched a lot of web trying to understand domain knowledge. What is the next? Next thing I highly recommend is to do the projects, to do some projects. And the website that you can refer into called Kaggle.com is a really great platform. What they are doing is they basically users upload their free data set and asking some business questions, and people will code it out, trying to run an analysis, running the data exploratory analysis, and build the algorithm around it, and to answer some questions. And for example, here the water quality monitoring data set. And you can always refer into other people's code and project and learn from them. All right, since you did lots of hands-on coding and complete lots of projects, you can also feel free to join the competitions here. For example, on their website, currently they have this skin cancer detection, and you may like team up with your friends and participate, maybe get $80,000 for the reward. Other than the Kaggle, there's another bunch of a similar website I'd recommend you to take a look, like machinehack.com and drivendata.org. And once you have those practice and projects built as your portfolio, and feel free to proactively promote what you've learned by sending out the LinkedIn post or writing a Medium post or something like this, attending like a virtual conference and talking other people about the data science to gain the knowledge about the most recent trend of the data science world. This way, you can find like a networking opportunity. Maybe one day, because of this connection you made during this conference or this networking, you will land a data science intern job. All right. With that, I hope you have a little better idea about how to prepare for the career in data science. Thank you very much.